are they scared of? I'm really confused. It's such a funny bit. I don't.
You're talking about in Borat, like
10 seconds of all the Borat shit I've ever. That's almost my funniest little bit. Oh, you got it wrong.
Should I start it or no?
Can
you describe the bit? Describe the bit without saying the word. Without saying the gamer word. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say the gamer word. Sacha Baron Cohen. I think it's in Borat 1. I don't remember though. There's only 2 movies, right? That he plays that character.
Yeah.
And there's like other extra little scenes and things he does, or I don't know. I've seen a bunch of clips on YouTube, and I watched Borat 2.
I watched it with you.
Forever. Yeah, we watched Borat 2 with you. But he goes up in this hotel, and he's sagging, but he has like tidy whities on, and so he just has his dress pants like pulled down with his like lumpy tidy whities just bulging out of his pants, and he walks up. Like, all, like, wide-legged, trying to be cool. And he's like, what's up? We're looking for a place to post up for my black ass. He's, like, coming into this situation, just scaring the concierge guy using all this, like, slang, saying, skeet, skeet, a bang, bang. And this guy's like, we're going to need you to leave. And he's like, it's okay. All pimps, no hoes. We all pimps here, no hoes.
I like that shit wherever he, there's the really funny part where you know the movie's a little bit staged, wherever he has the prostitute come over, like at the
the Giuliani thing?
Yeah. No, in the first one.
Oh, describe it. Do you remember that?
Like, he's staying with, like, a richer family, and they invite, like, a really overweight, like, prostitute. Like, he's like, this is my girlfriend for the night. She is going to be my wife. I am going... And it's like this, and she has, like, a freak-out meltdown on him. I can't remember what the fuck exactly happens, but it's, like, some 2000s goofy fucking thing where they hire a prostitute to come over at this nice, like, a middle-class couple. He was like, yeah, do you guys want to help have this, Eastern European guy, journalist, stay in your house for whatever, and then he, pulled a bunch of pranks on him and shit. And that's a great comedian. A great comedian is somebody that you invite into your house and you try to take in and feed them, and then you try to make them look like a dumbass on one of the best-selling movies of all time, and you fucking prank them.
You just abuse people's kindness.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved him in Talladega Nights. He's a fucking genius.
He was good in that. He actually was good in that. That was really well written. Movies ain't funny.
He'll meet people that you'll be surprised are even talking to him. Like, somehow... He is interviewing like a Baptist preacher from Little Rock.
Yeah,
and it's like, what? How did he even get in this scenario? And then now he's like talking about like, I think he did that whenever he was not as Borat, but it was that German character he does.
Bruno. Yeah, that one was not good. That one was rough.
Yes, but some of the interviews he does is Bruno, where he like doesn't understand that people don't like gay sex at first. That's what he does every single time he meets a new person. He like completely wipes the blank that he's like, what, like in Germany the joke is that it's so normal. So everybody sucks a dick. Everybody sucks a schlamper in Germany. I come here. How often do you suck a dick? And he's talking to like a Baptist preacher, and he's like, I've never done that in my whole goddamn life. Don't ever ask me that again. He's like, why are you getting so offended?
You were The Dictator?
I never seen that.
That one was alright. That one wasn't as a mockumentary. It was more of like a fake documentary.
It was just like a play on like other world leaders and things.
Yeah, it was kind of okay, but that one didn't age well. That one and Zohan. Zohan. That's not Adam Sandler.
No, that's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I know. But that one was another movie that was about that certain conflict, that certain period of time. I'm not gonna say. And then it aged really bad if you ask me. But that's just, I don't know. I don't think Adam Sandler be a badass fucking Jewish superhero that runs around fucking kicking.
I think that's the joke, is that it's funny, the idea of a badass Jewish superhero runs around, his name's Zohan.
That might be the Hebrew Hammer. That might be the Hebrew Hammer where that was the... Have you seen the Hebrew Hammer?
I don't know.
Circumcised and certified. It's like a detective, a Jewish movie, an Orthodox, Hasidic, like, Jewish superhero. He's there because like someone's trying to stop Hanukkah. Like probably like if someone's like trying to it's like
like how people like mainstreams like
the war. Yeah, they did play on that. Yeah,
it's like they're trying to take Hanukkah. We need the Hebrew Hammer.
He's in all his Hasidic clothes, but he has a cape and he kicks the fuck out of people. He's a modern golem or something. I can't remember. I saw it one time.
He flies around and sues the fuck out of everybody.
He's just a badass lawyer, dude.
In one of the skits in Borat, he goes to like a winery somewhere in the South, and which is already interesting. And he goes, and it's like a southern plantation essentially, with but these people like grow wine. I don't know if it's in Mississippi. I think it's Vicksburg, Mississippi, or something like that. And there are two old white guys who are like, oh, yeah, we make a fine wine, make our fields around here with our workers. And they talk like old-timey Pappy O'Donnell from, like, a Brother Where Art Thou type of guy. So he's interviewing them, and Borat gets people to reveal their own prejudices and racism and
that's his sexism. He tricks you. He
because you'll think that he's so much fucking worse that you're okay with saying you're a little bit of racism, but you don't know. He's like, a secret Jew attack. I put you in the blast you on the media.
I have a great idea. now.
But he gets these two old white guys. I'll finish it real quick. There's while they're sitting there, their servant. Like, seriously, the servant for these, like, two old white guys is this black dude comes in, has, like, a suit and gloves, and serves them, like, lemonade. And Borat's like, is that your slave? And they're like, oh, no, we don't do that anymore around here. And then they're like, I think it's good. It was good that slavery ended for them. It was good for them.
Right.
And they're just looking at Borat.
Like,
And then Borat's like, but not so much for you. It's bad for you. And he's like, yeah. And they just say, yeah. I'm like, holy shit. They just literally admit to Borat. And Borat's like, yes, back in the Kazakhstan, we enslaved the retired and put them in a cage. They are a slave. And so they'll be like, okay, I'll just talk about whatever. Like, this guy's insane. I can talk about how...
dude, this guy's fucking crazy.
But it's genius. That's what the genius of Borat. And I think the original Borat is probably better, I think.
How hard would it be to punk Borat?
Probably
not that hard. Probably not that hard.
Maybe now. Maybe
I bet he has a specific formula and he goes to that and you can recognize him really easy and you can just watch how he fucking gets people to trip up on what they're saying.
But I don't know what he would... What would you even try to get out of him?
What you do is you just have a completely facetious interview just to make fun of him and he tries to publish that as it's fact, but it's actually you were playing the joke on him the whole time.
I don't know. I don't even know. I think he'd be...
2 steps ahead of you?
Yeah, dude. He's like a fucking...
I think so.
A secret... a secret the moon person.
I gotta agree with
that.
I think he would be... I think he'd be prepared, man. I gotta agree with that. I think he would be fully prepared.
I think we could punk Borat. I think I could punk Borat. I think I could adopt like a fake political... Like, we got Club the Seals. I'm like pro... Not that exactly, but like something weird.
And you get Sacha Baron Cohen to comment on...
I think I could punk Borat.
I don't know if it could be fun.
I could punk Borat.
But he might not let
It'd be funny to me.
Let it be. It would be, hey, I'd actually love to see it.
I could probably punk Borat.
Is that our life? It's like a life cycle.
Well, I want to get into like the fake political comedy kind
Let's wait until he's like 88.
Let's wait until
he's like, oh.
Hey, Borat!
50s, and we'll be like, hey...
Keep calling him Borat, even though you know his name is Sacha Baron Cohen. Hey, Borat! Fucking, he's like, my name is Sacha Baron Cohen.
We just start sending. We'll start sending. We'll start sending Roma Romani gypsy people to like come to his room and visit him, like he actually is Borat, to make him feel guilty about taking advantage of that town that. The one he portrays as his family in the second Borat is actually a bunch of Romani gypsy people.
Right, and they were mad about it.
They were really mad. They were like, we thought it was a documentary about like our life and hardships and things. And he's like going and kissing a random dude in the head. And he's like, this is my brother. He has sex with my sister. And it's just like this little Romani kid, like, oh, a camera. And there's no, he's being blasted as like an inbred idiot to America and the West and things. So they were a little upset about that. And they went back and interviewed this village.
They did a Burger King commercial too.
He did a Burger King commercial?
No, the village in Romania did a Burger King commercial to make a joke about how fucking there was some weird follow up with that. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Wait, so like they punched back at Borat via Burger King?
Burger King did an ad where they're like, no, even in fucking rural backwoods ass Romania or Kazakhstan or wherever the fuck it was, they know.
Oh yeah, the villages.
They go in there and somebody brings back a Whopper, the new Whopper with the bacon. They're like, holy shit! Like, they're like, this is good. Even there, they know. They don't know this thing. They don't know that thing.
They don't know what the hell shit is.
Yeah.
Whoppers.
They don't know what the
That's just as bad.
Shit. Yeah, I know. It was something like that.
We need to stop. We need to leave the Romanian gypsies alone. We just need to leave them alone.
The Romanian, hey, they're better than the fucking Latvian gypsies.
The Latvian.
Are all gypsies Romanian?
No.
Most of them are vagrant type people, right?
Well, okay, so the idea is that...
Why don't you say that word? We can get canceled just for saying the G word. The G word.
Oh, gyps. Okay.
The G word.
Here's my... in defense of using
I know that.
Like, they identify as Roma or Romani people to some degree in Europe especially, but a lot of people who are Roma or Romani in America and in Europe call themselves gypsies due to culturally hundreds of years of being called that. They've taken that word to represent themselves in another language.
My brother's girlfriend's parents they're part Roma, and they live like that still.
And do they say gypsy?
They say gypsy.
Yeah, a lot of them just the same way a lot of indigenous people, Native Americans, say Indian. Right. Everybody fucking says Indian around here. And that's
the most powerful thing where you can take a word that they're using to fucking oppress you and you make it your own. But it's not you make rap songs about it. You fucking make whole bands with that word in it.
I mean, yeah, but
gypsies with attitude, bro.
I mean, there's the biker gang, the
gypsies, the Mongols.
Yeah, the Mongols.
Mongols were nomadic,
they just took after. Oh yeah, another nomadic group essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, bikers are.
Well, bikers have that. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Yeah. It's all the same.
Do you know where the word gypsy comes from?
Where?
Well,
from people being fucking gypsies.
Yeah, it turns out you could measure their ear.
Imagine that.
No, but a gypsy is actually English slang for Egyptian because they was believed they came from Egypt because they were tanner and darker skinned people. They actually come from India, North India. And 500, 600, 700 years ago, started slowly migrating westward and stopped along the way, and some kept going until finally they, by the 1400s, made it to England. And I think a king was like, "We have to get the gypsies." Oh yeah, they made it all through.
And the Travelers in Ireland is a separate thing that also.
Oh, the Irish Travelers, yeah, that's completely separate.
But it's the same thing, but separate. Yeah, it's
not the same thing. They just pull their shit around in wagons. Well, they did. They don't. I think
pikeys.
Pikeys?
That's the slur for them over there.
Oh, for travelers or gypsies?
Have you guys seen Snatch?
Snatch? No.
Snatch is really good. Okay, so this is another reason why Brad Pitt is one of the greatest actors America has ever fucking had, okay? They had this role. Okay, Snatch is... Do you know who Guy Ritchie is?
No.
Guy Ritchie's kind of like British Quentin Tarantino, but his shit isn't as colorful and funny and dynamic, but his plots are really intricate and crazy. There's a bunch of shit going on all the time. There's 30 fucking plots going on, and the camera angles jump back and forth. It's like a really hyperactive kind of way of making a movie, and it's really British. The accents are really heavy in it, right? But he has a movie called Snatch about a diamond heist, and Brad Pitt, one of the only American actors in the movie, Brad Pitt from Shawnee, Oklahoma, Sand Springs, Oklahoma, somewhere in Oklahoma, yes. Brad Pitt, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but Brad Pitt's one of the most famous Oklahomans we've ever had. And we don't know him as an Oklahoman. And the reason why is that when he was born at the hospital in Shawnee or Sand Springs, and Mason already knows this, Hunter knows this is just a fact here, he came out and the light of gold came off of that baby's fucking face and his body. And the doctor was like, "No, we have to get him out of here." And his mom was
sending a message to the governor.
We have to go. And men came busting in through the doors. They took Brad Pitt and they put him on a train to Kansas City, Missouri, or St. Louis or something. I think it was St. Louis. Put him on a train to St. Louis because he was too beautiful to be in Shawnee or the state of Oklahoma in general.
Yes, even though this was 1960 something, they put him on a train. Which is not the most fastest or efficient way of transportation. But for the story, it's
modern day Moses. But anyways, in this movie, Brad Pitt plays a fucking pikey. He plays one of the Irish travelers, right? And they have this joke where the fucking main characters in the movie, they're Cockney British, right? So their accents are even theirs are hard to fucking get. And they're like, "Mate, when we go into this fucking trailer park, I don't think I'm gonna understand what the fuck they're saying. I think that we're not." And the reason why is that he didn't even do a realistic pikey accent. Brad Pitt tried to audition for the film for one of the normal roles, and his accent was so fucking bad they wrote him in the pikey traveler role, and then he ended up being the coolest character in the whole fucking movie. He ended up being the fucking, and you can barely understand. He's like, "I'm watching for the fucking dogs, yeah, fucking." It's like he borderline does a different language almost. It's like Gaelic mixed with fucking.
So he nails it out, well, or
I don't know.
Nail it at
he nails a character. He made his own accent. I don't know what the fuck happened.
He made his own Irish.
He made his own character.
Do you know how? You know how their community sell? This is in the movie too. Do you know how their community sell disputes?
Fighting.
Well, specific types of fighting. So what they do?
With the cudgel?
No.
With the shillelagh?
No. So what they do is you wear your jeans. For some reason, it's always jeans, high-waisted jeans, and you take your shoes off and you take your shirt off, and you get in a square
this sounds
wood
like
thing.
The same for Cherokee County so far.
Square fucking thing.
Checking out for a fight.
And then if there's a dispute in the community, you don't call cops or anything. You stand there, and then you actually have a bare knuckle boxing match. It's a boxing match. You can't throw. There's rules. You can't throw kicks, and then you can throw elbows, and there is weird codes to it, and you keep going, and then there's no weight class, and also the other thing is that you fight until the other person physically has tapped out, like they're like, fuck, and then there's, I think it's like maybe no holds are worth, I can't remember the fuck, but on the striking, it's like, you can go up and do 9, 10, 11, 12 rounds, like there's no ref that's like stopping it or whatever, and you have to do it bare knuckle, in your jeans, fucking in a backyard somewhere, and that is literally how they sell disputes, and then after that, it's like, okay, well, it's over, you have to go fight him again, or something like that, and it's not viewed as like a fucking weird, like, assault and battery kind of thing. You have to do it if you want to be a man. That you have to if you have a problem with someone. Like, it's not. They're one of the last cultures left in the West that still does that. And there's still videos of it on YouTube of them doing. Like, it's a common thing. It still happens, but there's not that many of them left. A lot of people leave those communities and shit eventually because they want the stability of having a normal fucking life, having an apartment.
They don't want to fight in blue jeans.
What they do in the UK, they take all these trailers and RVs and they'll wait. They'll take advantage of the UK's like squatting laws about how long it takes to evict someone, and so they'll pull up to a really nice property in the countryside somewhere, and then they'll just party for fucking 7 days. They'll be scrapping fucking cars, fucking just doing like what you think of like
Irish
trashy. Yeah, in the UK or in Ireland, they'll go to the countryside. They'll park in like if you have a nice mansion, they'll go directly at the end of your property line and park all their shit to the one where it's the old guy that he can't check his property, like in the woods. They'll park their shit right next door to you. Then they just trash everything the fuck out, and then they wait till about the day that the cops are gonna show up, and they pack up and they leave and they go to another place. And they do it again, and they never see him. And there's a UFC fighter, I forgot his name. He actually is like, he was like the welterweight champion for a while, and he still lived like that, even though he had like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, like, yeah.
Pillage mansions?
Because it's their culture. They just move from place to place, and they don't take care of their shit, and that's where some of the stereotypes come from. And they're not opposed to, like, blue-collar crime, it seems like. And, like, I don't know. Some of them do have, like, jobs and shit. I've only seen, like, a little documentary on it. Yeah, I've seen the movie Snatch, I just know a little bit, but if you want to move into that community's dying out, is what I'm trying to say, and people may not always live like that forever.
I think people of Irish heritage should move back there and replenish. If you like fighting in blue jeans, if you like
fighting in blue jeans, you have to wear the blue jeans. You have to have no shoes, no shirt. Yes. You have to wear blue jeans. They all in every single fucking video they're wearing blue jeans.
I think I'm gonna start just rocking only blue jeans in my life.
Not like cool skinny jeans, like Bruce Springsteen 5'10" Wranglers. Yeah, like fucking like Wranglers. Yeah,
blue jeans.
Like Lees, like Lees. Husky Lees, Husky boy Lees.
Husky boy Lees. Two big jeans.
Hunter, did you ever wear Husky boy jeans?
Yeah.
Did you ever wear Husky? Did you cut them off maybe to swim shorts?
Oh,
for the summer. That's what you did?
Yeah. I had a cut offs.
I was telling somebody, who was it? Jeremiah. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I can't pull off the skinny jean cut off short thing. I'm like, right, you can. You just can't have super scrawny, pale legs with it, and you can't have like a really nice shirt and watch and clothes with the rest of it. You have to have like skinny jean cut offs and then like a wife beater or like another cut off shirt or like a fucking, you can't, like, if you want to wear cut off skinny jeans, like where it's a cut off but it's right here, it's like a skinnier dude, you have to dress trashy with the rest of it or else it doesn't fucking fit. Like, you have to look.
You have to look like it was just like, oh, fucking around.
Like you're down to go clean some toilets out for a frat party or something. Like, that's what I would wear.
I just throw on a fucking band shirt like I usually do, dude. Just fucking throw a band shirt on that shit.
A band shirt might work for me on the band. But also, I'm of the believer, I'm starting to the point where I think that maybe, just maybe, guys, you get mad. If you're over, like, 32, 33, 34, you probably shouldn't wear band shirts. Probably just shouldn't wear it. I just kind of don't care what that person's opinion of music is. And when I get to that age, no one's going to care what my opinion of music is. It's told me old shit at that point. It's told me shit that
that's all yeah.
Well, what if you're just, like, repping bands you like?
Right,
my grandma wears Pink Floyd t-shirts.
But if you're 37 and you only have fucking Pink Floyd Metallica shirts from Walmart.
That's my grandma's outfit. She doesn't even particularly like those bands. Those are just cool shirts from Walmart.
Hell yeah.
And she rocks them all the time. It's either camo or Pink Floyd or some kind of t-shirt like that.
I got a cool shirt on from Walmart right now, actually. Hell yeah, dude.
Hunter knows how to fucking spend his money up at Walmart.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, that's the coolest Walmart shirt I've seen.
It's literally not the third. The coolest I've ever seen, it said Snakebite Juke Joint on it. It was in gray, and it had a picture of a rattlesnake and a bar and some rolling dice and something. It was literally the coolest thing. It was the coolest. It said Snakebite Juke Joint Estate since 1872 or something. Yeah. And like it was like a fake place for a deep southern juke joint musical club. But it wasn't real. It was just a Walmart shirt. But it was a Walmart shirt that had that on it.
That sounds pretty badass. I don't know. I'd rock it.
Fucking shit, dude.
Well,
we are.
So, do you remember working at TPV, Cole? What did we do to that call center?
What did we do? That's a funny way to phrase this story. We worked there is what we did.
Yeah.
We worked there poorly. Well, you were actually better than I was. I wasn't fucking. I was getting in trouble all the time, on the verge of getting fucking fired. But we ran to the ground. I think we just ran straight into the fucking into a field.
What'd you do at TPV?
Oh, shut the fuck up! Okay, so do you ever have a job that you work at for months on end, and people ask you that question, and then you explain it to them, and they have no idea what the fuck you are talking about at all, and then you know other people work at this place, and then you go to work there, and you're there for a month, and they keep telling you what the job is about, and you still don't know what the fuck they are talking about.
Have you ever sold something successfully and then just felt so scummy afterwards?
Have you ever helped? No, we didn't even sell. You press the file button on somebody getting their utility bill fucked for the next 10 years.
Yeah, but they're getting fucked.
We're pressing. We're just confirming. Hey, you got scammed. Hey, just so we're clear. Okay, you good? You didn't scam. You good? Okay. All right. Okay. It's like they need to have a witness to the scam.
Oh.
So here's what they do. Okay, hold on. I need another fucking beer for this or something. This story made me relapse. That's how fucking bad this is.
This fucking story, bro.
No. Okay. So, Hunter, can you explain it? Or I mean, I think I can do a pretty good job of it, but.
So basically, we were the third-person party in verifying people that want to change their electric and natural gas to, basically off-brands. Just like fucking, it's like goddamn great value for like electric and natural gas companies, because in certain states, you can actually choose, who you want to go for that shit. So, it's not just like set up. Here in Oklahoma, it's pretty set.
States where they have a law about your energy, right? And there are some states where they have deregulated energy. And what that means is that, Oklahoma's a regulated state. So it makes it weird. We're only playing out plays outside of it.
Yeah.
So in a regulated state, how it works out here, if your utility company, everybody in the city has to go to the same utility company within this region. You pay your money. They have a supplier. Now, the utility company doesn't make the fucking electricity and the natural gas. They're not doing it. They're the middleman, right? So they have different suppliers. In a regulated state, you don't get to pick your supplier. You should pick your utility company, if that even, right? So in a deregulated state, you can stay at the same utility company, but you can actually change your rates to different energy suppliers, like the actually energy producers and stuff. So what they would do, and they still do, is in those states they had door-to-door salesmen and telemarketers and kiosks and shit, where people would go and they try to convince you to change your energy supplier over on your bill for a different rate. And sometimes the rate would be like variable, like it could go up or down over a certain period of time. Sometimes the rate would be shorter. Sometimes they would pitch it out like they were more like green, like they were like more ecologically efficient or whatever. Sometimes it was just a goddamn complete fucking scam. Sometimes they were just completely fucking lying their asses off, and they would just jack the fuck out of your rate up. Like there was no conceivable way. And they would specifically target fucking really, really old people and immigrants. They were really big on targeting immigrants and old people is who they were really trying to get to. And so even the salesmen knew that they were fucking con artists. Like even they were aware of it. You could hear them say things. Like so how our job is that when they go to your house, right? Mm-hmm. They show up, they get you sold on the fucking thing. When you're ready to sign the fucking thing, because of the laws around the deregulated energy, they can't be the one that gives you the contract, make sure you know the contract and understands it, because that's a conflict of interest. So you have to hire a third-party company, which is what we did, to read you the contract, let you know exactly what's in it, and then I have to get you to say yes or no you have to say yes with a clear S, or no with an O on most of them, to these prompted questions to confirm whether or not you fucking get this contract changed over. And so what ends up going on is that half the time you're on the call, the people in there don't know why you're even on the fucking phone with them. They don't agree to it. Sometimes it's children. Sometimes it's the sales agent is doing a fake voice. Sometimes he's doing a fake voice to pretend he's the other person and con it. And if you look for that, like, oh yeah, my name is Jennifer fucking Muzzle Guzzle Buzzle. like they'll do like some weird fucking thing. Okay, they will. What was the worst? You remember that accent? You remember?
I remember, fuck, dude, what the hell was that guy's name?
So y'all would, the people
there was a dude, the call center, not the call center, the sales agents, they had fake names too. One of their fake names, not a joke, one of his fake names was fucking Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
Jordan
Belfort. Yeah. I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort.
Wall Street guy, right?
Yeah, that was his fake fucking name for the scam. He was Jordan Belfort was his fake fucking name. And it was an Indian dude. It was like a Pakistani guy. It was clearly like, oh, hello, I am Jordan Belfort. I am like he knew that when he picked it. I know that's it.
And he thought it would just be some cool, like American like name. And he's like, yeah, like Jordan Belfort. And then dude, he chose fucking Jordan Belfort for whatever reason.
I really want to be like the Wolf of
Wall Street. I want to snort cocaine off of Margot Robbie's ass. I want to fucking...
I will have all the bob and vagine.
All bob and vagine.
I will have all the monies for it. I'll be the...
But, you had a guy, I thought you said you had a guy where he had an accent and he was faking another accent. Like, it was something like that, right? Like, and you were stuck on the phone with him for like 20 minutes. All I could see was seeing Hunter dealing with this person, and you had to mute his mic like, God fucking damn, what in the fuck? Like, you had to like pause constantly.
Wait, so, like a Pakistani guy was using a Mexican accent.
Like, what was it?
Okay, so it was it was one of the Indian salesmen, right? And he was trying to fake being an old grandma. And not to mention an old, like, Mexican lady. An old Mexican lady from, like...
Dude, I can't even remember the state. I think it's Illinois. I think it was in Illinois.
An old Chicago Mexican lady.
An old Chicago
that's a hard one.
Mexican
Can you replicate that? Or do I have to get invented? Do you want me to...
Dude, you can get invented. I cannot replicate
Holy
that.
shit.
I cannot replicate that.
I was just, like, sitting there like, what the fuck?
Doing the Mexican accent. I am
it was almost like,
and I am wanting to knowing hola, see.
Oh God!
Is that close?
Hunter was stuck on the phone with this guy before, and Hunter's trying to get this guy off the call, but he can't. He doesn't do anything right. Like,
it's like incomprehensible. It's almost whispery too.
I know. Yeah.
De Consuela de Chicago I don't know. I can't even
imagine.
It was bad. It was a middle-aged Indian man trying to do an older
and then he like gets away from the phone. He's like, oh, this hard accent so hard to do. I think you're believing me. I'm the old Mexican lady, right?
Imagine if you're the old Mexican lady, that's how they got you. Is the guy got on there and he fucking did a fake voice, and then the guy in Oklahoma listening didn't care, and then he fucking just approved it, which maybe is Hunter did. I don't know. It's maybe what I don't know. Okay.
Thankfully, it was going on the part where I just couldn't fucking understand anymore, and there's no way that this was in any way legit.
Hunter worked there so long that you actually developed verbal tics, and I was concerned that you had mental problems.
Yeah.
Hunter would do this thing where he would do something right, he'd be talking, and then he would mute his mic. Fuck, thank you, sorry, thank you, and he'd unmute it like in the middle of it, like he'd read something and he'd fuck up like the sentence for a second, and so he'd mute his mic. He'd go, thank you, sorry, and then he'd twitch up, and I was like, God damn, Hunter, they got you here for two because you were reading the same script.
My shit was
so bad. I know, I was worried about you. You were reading this. Hunter read the same fucking scripts, the same like 3 pages of text every day, nonstop for over a year. Hunter's reading the same pages of text every day, nonstop for over a year. Just the same phrase. So it's driving him literally mentally. Fuck, sorry, thank you. They said thank you, sorry, thank you, fuck, sorry, thank you. It was bad.
That was brutal, man.
Yeah, you were losing your shit.
Yeah.
You're losing his goddamn
That's what it'll do to you, man. Like, it'll make you want to take a fucking Xanax, and guess what? I fucking did.
You did take a Xanax?
I did take a fucking Xanax.
There were some drugs going. Hunter takes drugs at work, so all of his future employers know.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, I do drugs. Like, yeah, not consistently, and normally not the same one. Like,
you just weed mostly.
I mean, mostly weed, yeah.
Who gave you the fucking Xan,
man? Okay, so
don't name names, I guess.
A coworker, right? He's in the bathroom, right? And he's sitting in there, and like I go in there to take a piss, right? I'm on my fucking break. And so I go in there to take my piss, right? And he's over at he's still standing over at the sink. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So I go over there, man. And as soon as I get by him, he's like, oh, fuck, Chris is coming. And he just hands me a pill. He's like, here, take this real quick. And I was just like, oh, fuck. And so I fucking took it, right? Turned out to be a fucking Xanax, bro. And I don't do Xanax that often, actually. No, not at all, really. Yeah, dude, I don't do Xanax. So I take this fucking Xanax, right? And my shift's in like 45 minutes after that. So I fucking, I get through my shift and I go to Walmart afterwards, bro. And I am walking so fucking slow and I have no impulse control whatsoever. Like, I was going to buy a flamethrower.
You were about to buy
I was about to buy the ingredients and make a flamethrower. Right?
Chris bought a crossbow.
When you took Xanax and started walking on Walmart, you're like, I have all the necessary building materials for a flamethrower. I'm gonna get axe spray, a grill lighter.
That's what I said. Yeah, I was gonna get axe spray. I was gonna get duct tape.
Yeah, like a handle, some kind of stock of some sort.
Yeah.
One time I went to a drug dealer's house a few years ago, and he had a real flamethrower he built, and it was the craziest fucking thing I had ever fucked. I was like, what in the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was joking when we went outside, and then he shot a flame, like, from, like, where that door to the other door, and then I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was out behind his house.
Like
he caught a tree on fire and everything, didn't give a fuck, he walked off. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I built this, and it was a fucking real-ass flamethrower.
You know, they talk about the world burning in Revelations. In Revelations, they talk about the world burning.
I want to get to our new friend, but I do have a couple more things to say to TVV.
Does he finish his Walmart flamethrower story?
Oh yeah, dude, that was definitely my impulse control was just zero. I was walking
just
pretty slow, like walking around.
Happened. You just fucked up some calls, probably.
Yeah, honestly.
He walked to the front counter with 8 things of axe spray. Then you're like, maybe I shouldn't buy this.
And one lighter.
You're gonna use the chocolate axe spray. I think that's the most flammable one. Something in the oil.
Something in the oil.
Yeah.
Something in the oil. Fucking burns up real good.
To get all blown up.
When you take an axe spray can to a lighter. That was bad.
Walmart real slow.
We're not Zach Bryan.
Not Zach Bryan.
Maybe I'm just a can. Maybe you've got a lighter.
Head south. Where the people got big flamethrowers shooting in their yard. Head south.
We're not getting Zach Bryan on the podcast, by the way. That's what you've been telling people.
I've been telling
It's just so fucking funny.
I just been lying to everyone. Oh my god, tell me when he's on. I'm gonna bitch, watch it.
But here's the joke is we really can, though. He's 2 hours from here.
We'll drive to his house.
He's in Ulaga. He's from Ulaga.
Do you think if we just stalked him a tiny bit, we could run into him, quote unquote?
Yes, he says he still goes to the same diner. On his Joe Rogan episode, he's like, yeah, so I go back to the diners in Oklahoma. He keeps saying Oklahoma over and over again. He's like, back in the diners in Oklahoma and shit. And everyone's like, whoa, you're famous now. I was like,
Is he gonna make everyone want to come over here in Oklahoma just because
He is literally, I don't know if you knew this, but because his last song, Up in Country Music Again, his last album came out, same week the Turnpike Troubadours album came out, and it got #1 on the charts, and so now this is the first year since 1975 where every single major song, a hit song, is a country song. Every single, every one this year, every #1 hit seemed was 4 or fucking 5, most of them, I think.
Damn.
6 or 7, I think. I can't remember.
A revival of country music.
It's really bizarre. And in Oklahoma, Turnpike Troubadours and Zach Bryan are the biggest names in it. But it doesn't mean the music's coming here.
Is Turnpike Troubadours that big?
Troubadours is one of the biggest country bands, yeah. In the red dirt scene, not on the radio. In the underground country scene. Okay. So like I said, there's fucking, what you hear on the radio is Florida Georgia Line and fucking Blake Shelton, all those guys. And then there's Tyler Childers, Turnpike, fucking Sergio Simpson, fucking...
So is Turnpike Troubadours up there with people like Tyler Childers?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, they've played, they toured together, they've made...
Are they all from Oklahoma?
Tyler Childers from Kentucky, Sergio's from Kentucky, Zach Bryan and Turnpike are from Oklahoma. Corbom's from Canada, Culture Wall's from Canada. So there's little patches of it in different places. But
the guy that lives by me is RC.
Yeah,
he's in Troubadour.
Fucking all the guys lived on Normal Street. So their album, which is really good if you guys ever get a chance to listen to it, it's called Goodbye Normal Street, which is really fucking funny. And that's where they lived, was right up the road across from Going Snake by the college. Yeah. And they lived there until they got fucking big and they played, or the fuck.
Fucking Normal
Street. And they have songs about Neds.
Normal Street.
They have a song about Neds at least.
Normal Street, whenever I was a teenager, we used to call it No Drugs Here Drive. Because No Drugs Here Drive was the place where you went to go get weed, all types of shit whenever you were a kid. Hippie room.
So it was an ironic name.
Sure. Yeah.
It's but
dude. It's a poetic fun. Goodbye Normal Street. We're getting out of fucking Normal Street. It's the most...
Yeah, I mean...
Well, nothing's normal about the age we're living in right now.
Fucking, so I have a couple more TV things I want to add. There was another time I thought was really funny that I went in there and Chris was fucking spitting in one of the trash cans. In the
at TVV?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was spitting in the trash cans on a call for some reason. I don't know why he was spitting out. And then for some reason, they pulled me and Hunter both out into it. So what was is when they want to bitch you out, they treated you like a child and they just had you have a sit down in an office and they didn't talk to you very formally at all and they didn't even fucking... Did you ever get pulled in for smelling like weed?
No.
I did, and Chris did, and Aaron did, and other people, like, that happened all the time. And they would, if you smell like weed, Chris would pull you in and be like, look, I smoke weed. It's all cool. We're cool with that around him, but you smell like weed, dude. Stop doing that. Like, go on some cologne or something before you come to work. And he did it to multiple people. He would just do that. Like, just to, like, keep you in. And he was belligerently high. He was you could tell he was high.
Yeah,
He had open track marks.
Yeah.
He had open heroin track marks on
He
his
did.
arm.
He
No,
fucking
he was
did, bro.
openly
Is that the
doing
cool
heroin.
guy y'all liked over there?
He was kind of awesome. No, this was the last call center. The last call center had one cool guy we liked. But
Yeah.
This guy was also kind of cool. This
Is that
guy
the
was
guy who
also.
died?
He was also.
His son died.
Oh, okay.
His son died, so he went through. Just
There's
like
another guy that
that.
was awesome. He was this is true. One of our bosses there was Urkel's fucking cousin.
Like,
It was the guy who played Urkel's cousin, right?
Steve Urkel.
Wait, hold on, Wendell?
Yeah, Wendell.
What did he?
Yes,
I know
that's what he was.
I know he was a radio.
He was
talk show
Jamal
host, like, yeah.
Jaleel. It was Jaleel White's. I think it was Jaleel White. Is the guy who played Urkel? He was Jaleel White's cousin.
Really?
Yeah, Wendell Henderson was Jaleel White's cousin.
Wow. Holy shit, dude! Rest in peace, Wendell. Hell yeah, dude! I fucking love Wendell.
Wendell was a
man.
really cool boss. He was cool
Yeah.
too. He died.
Rest in peace to him, dude. He's fucking
He saw Bad Brains.
Yeah, he saw fucking Bad Brains.
That's fucking
back in
cool.
the
He
day.
saw Bad Brains when they came
That's
out as a
badass.
black guy in DC. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking cool. Like you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's,
that
fucking,
would've been
that's
sick.
wicked.
that was one of the best things that ever happened ever. But no. So there was a time where this is how they treat you. So they pulled me and Hunter into a fucking back part. Like, look, we know you guys are spitting in the trash cans. You guys gotta stop doing that. And we hadn't been.
Yeah,
And then Hunter's
so
like,
we're
honestly, no. Like, what'd you
Honestly,
say?
yeah,
You're like,
honestly, I haven't been.
I don't know what you're talking
at
about.
all.
And
Yeah,
then I
dude,
was like,
really
no,
don't
I don't know what
know.
you're talking about. I have the trash can there because I like throwing shit in the trash can on call because I like doing that. And I don't have to walk up and take off my. I think I should just have a trash can next to my fucking.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I
people
like the
saw-
trash
yeah.
can.
No, we
like,
were all
next
we
to me,
moved
yeah,
all the trash cans
yeah.
on the ends. We put them where we were sitting because
Yeah.
we quit giving a fuck because it was just fuck it, just fuck
Yeah,
it.
dude, fuck that,
Why?
dude.
Why did you get up and
why
fucking
would I have to
move?
get up and fucking move?
That doesn't make any
dude? I'm already-
sense,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like if I want to fucking I don't know, but
If I
no,
want
we
a
weren't
goddamn trash
spitting
can, I
it.
should have a
Chris was
trash
spitting in his hardcore for some reason. He was muting himself off mic to fucking spit repeatedly in it, and I was like, yeah,
And
no,
I
he
don't
was
think
just
he
being
got
gross.
pulled in either.
No, he didn't. And they pulled me and Hunter and they grilled us for a while. Like they were grilling it and we didn't do it.
And we were
And we
like-
got back to Chris like, bro, stop spitting in the trash can. They just fucking grilled
Yeah,
me and served about it for some
wait,
reason.
like, why would they pull us in? Like, I guess
Did
we
he
got
go
fucking.
mom up and tell
We,
Chris?
we had to be the ones, like, dude.
Stop spitting, dude.
So we worked there. Chris worked there. Aaron worked there, which is hilarious. Aaron fucking worked there. How Aaron gets a
Yeah,
job
that was
anywhere is so
fucking- that was-
fucking crazy. How Aaron gets a job. You know what he did in his
Anywhere,
last job?
like-
He was making $20 an hour at Springwater lawn care. No, Springwater fencing.
Mm-hmm.
He was making $20 Springwater fencing. He was over there across the street at some apartments, something like that. Like, so it was not that far. He was getting into a thing. He's just one of those guys. Got into an argument with the guy he was working with, the older guy. The older guy fucking blew grass on him. He told him to stop doing it.
Blue
So then,
grass.
yeah, blue because he was blowing blue grass on him. And Aaron was like, "Fuck you, dude! What the fuck?" And then he did something like started weed eating on him. Like started like letting the weed eater shit run on him. And he's like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And he's like, "No, you were blowing grass on me, so I'm weed eating on you. What do you want to do about it?" And the guy's, "Fuck you! Don't do that." And then you know what Aaron did? He walked home. He walked home and
pulled a
quit
Tabius?
a $20 an hour job and quit $20 an hour
Our
job. and
Tobias
walked home.
update. Let's call Tobias.
I wish because we got to do it off your phone or something. Because if I do it off my
Oh,
phone,
yeah,
I'll end
yeah,
it.
for sure,
I'm
for
gonna piss real quick. You try to call him and you just try to explain what's going on. You try to explain what's going on.
Okay. Alright, so I'll fill everybody in.
Tobias update. Why was it not the top of the fucking hour?
I don't fucking know.
yeah.
Okay, so Tobias, he's from like literally the first episode. Our boy, last you knew, he was fighting the man by trying to sell ashes of a dead man. Old man James
Yeah.
Morris that he got at a yard sale.
Good old James.
And so he got these ashes at a yard sale somehow. I don't know how legal that is, but I'm not too concerned. Oh wait, okay. Well, I originally joked and told everyone it was just dog ashes, but no, Tobias.
It's already too late, yeah, dude. It's already too late, dude. Like, we already fucking.
But he
sold
thought he could
sprees.
divide it into like glass vials and sell it as like witchy powder to like
Yeah,
witchy
to,
white
like,
girls.
It's our
Like
pilot
those
episode,
really-
which is not available
like
on
blue-haired
YouTube. but
witchy
it's-
white
Yeah, our
it's
pilot
on-
episode is not available. It will be made available. So this is not really an update. It is, but it might be an introduction for some of you guys. This guy's legendary. I'll have to give a little
One
background.
of the most legendary
He's from
people.
J. He's
easier to talk about than to talk to.
Yes, he's not very easy to
Interview or talk to.
Yeah, but talking about him is just like I can't get
Shit
enough
just
of
falls
it.
off. You can
Jesus
sit there for
Christ.
hours and just have Tabius stories. I really wish you could live with him someday. I really wish
I
you could.
kind of wish I did, but then I also understand how probably gnarly that was.
It was really terrifying.
And he has like
It
4
changed my
insane
perspective
kids
of
with
life
severe
completely.
mental issues, and they're just trying to murder each other all the time.
They are literally
and,
one of them is homicidal. One is actually homicidal.
and he's in a Grand Marquis that he stole from Carmart.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, not stole. He quit making payments on it.
yeah, he didn't.
So he quit making payments on it. So wait, did you tell him about with Chastity or not?
With the kids, they said.
So yeah, so his baby mama, which that's a longer story too. His baby mama left him for his uncle, and or for her own uncle is something I can throw.
Yeah,
out there.
that's pretty
her own
gnarly.
uncle, not his
Yeah.
uncle, but her own uncle, which is pretty weird. So
and they kicked her out of the church in Jay because of it.
This
Isn't that the
is
church
wrong.
where there was a guy with a crossbow in the Bible?
No, it's Kenwood. That was Kenwood.
I was in Kenwood.
That was in Kenwood, yeah.
That's gnarly,
Yeah, Tobias' family used to go to that church, but not Chastity's family, obviously.
Yeah.
Or they went to a church in Kenwood. I don't
Real
know.
native. Kenwood's a real native little community.
Even when I was in Missouri, working, there was one other white kid that was there from Oklahoma, and his name was Rodney, and he was from Jay, and even he was out there. He was like, "Man, I don't know if you guys know, but don't go to fucking Kenwood if you're white. They will fucking murder you." I know, like he was like trying to explain to these Arkansas guys because he was better talking than I was. He's like, "Yeah, no, like that's a real like Indians will fucking try to shoot you or shoot arrows at you or fucking stab you."
Crossbow darts.
Like he was like, "Don't do that. Don't drive to Kenwood, Oklahoma." And like, "Oh wow, are you for real?" Like no, like Rodney's for real. Rodney's been to like fucking. Well, he hasn't been to war, but
No,
he was in the military
everyone.
and shit.
Indians will tell you the same thing.
Right,
They'll be
yeah.
Kenwood
Yeah,
is
they'll be like,
wild.
don't go through Kenwood, bro.
They'll shoot you if you're the wrong Indian.
Yeah. But no, so his lady, not his ex-wife, but like his baby mama that he's not with, was like, he's been going on a downward spiral. We got evicted from that trailer, and then he stayed with another lady in Stillwater, and that didn't work out. And then he worked at like an old folks home, and then he went back to Jay. He worked at the chicken plant I worked at for a while. The really gruesome.
Tobias?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so he did that, and that didn't work out. He quit that, so then he worked at a restaurant, and that didn't work out. And then now he's like homeless in Jay, and then finally after like a couple months, his baby mama was like, "Yeah, you can't have your kids back until you get your shit together, until you get stable." And like, well, I just keep not getting stable. So maybe I should go somewhere else and try to get stable.
That's what he said. Where's somewhere else?
So somewhere else is Puget Sound, Washington, which is where his brother and sister
We're in
live too.
Oklahoma. We're in the center of the country.
Oh yeah.
Right, this is a 30-hour drive, and he's listening to every episode I uploaded on YouTube while
I love
on the
Tobias
drive.
so much. And so
that gave me
shout out to you,
motivation
buddy.
to.
Like,
Yeah, shout out
last
to
time
Big
we
T.
called him,
man,
he was on the
yeah.
other side of Wichita, Kansas.
No, last time I called him today, he was in Wyoming.
He's in Wyoming?
Wyoming already.
He's in
Holy
Wyoming.
shit,
He's about halfway
been
there,
fucking
or
hell
a
yeah,
little
dude.
less than halfway there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a little bit less. A little bit less.
What if he
than
actually
halfway.
makes it? Isn't that insane? Wouldn't
That's
that be the
going to be
craziest
fucking
thing
crazy.
ever?
But also not too. It's
I wonder,
it's doable
because he ran out of his like $60 in gas money.
He got a little money off the Twins, and not much. Not much.
He got what?
He got like $20 off the Twins, I think, off of his brother and sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I wonder how it's been going with the panhandling out there. Oh man, his phone's not connecting.
That's not good.
What if he goes dark?
What happens if the car breaks down? They take the fucking car,
and then he goes dark, bro. Like what the?
Well,
fuck
no,
is
and then
he
he's
gonna
in
do?
Wyoming, in Idaho, in somewhere around. Like he's just
He's
like
getting out.
that's not
Damn.
good. This is where he may rest. But no, this is what's really funny. I was like, Tobias, you know that your baby mama's gonna flake. She's gonna ask you to take the kids back like next weekend so she can go fuck her uncle. He's like, right. It's gonna be real unfortunate. That's exactly what he's like. That's gonna be really unfortunate for her because I'm gonna be in. I was like, what the fuck?
This is gonna be real unfortunate.
That's gonna be real unfortunate.
That's really fucking funny.
One time Tobias showed up to the fucking bar with these two random mangy
That was
dogs.
when we already did some of the episodes.
I know, but just a little recap. That shit
recap.
was in fucking. I walked up. He was like, "Hey, do you want a fucking dog?" And I go in, and there's this dog with like missing hair and teeth, and it's like insane looking. And I'm like, "Why do you have this in your car? Why do you have two of them in your car? One of them was kind of cute. The other one was real rough looking. We should make that one of the background images. I have a picture of that dog.
You have a picture
I
of
have a
it?
picture of the dog.
You need to draw up a motherfucking some logos and some art for this. Wait, what the image should be shouldn't be some shit I found Google images. It should be something really funny you draw, or something really cool, or something fucking like, you know what I mean?
Draw that
Like,
dog, bro.
You're talented. We should be using that instead.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Tobias is trying to give me dogs.
He's trying to give me a dog too.
I'm just trying to eat hot dogs at Dogfather is what I'm trying to do.
But
I'm trying to find some glizzies. Anyways, last update was he driving through Wyoming. Just tried to call him just now, active 30 minutes ago, but he's dark right now.
Fuck, I wish we could got hold of him. But he was driving through there, and then, so his plan, I asked him what's he gonna do when he gets to Washington for money. You know what he said?
What?
I don't know, work at Arby's or something.
Work at Arby's?
He said work at Arby's. They do daily pay.
For a month?
Up there.
For like a month, and try to take the money you get back, you get a different card to figure something out, and like he is literally a different breed of fucking. He's just a different.
You know, I was telling Caridian about him, and she was like, "I'm kind of jealous. Like, I wish I could just go do that." Like he's gonna go do things that, even though they might be the worst decision ever, I'm not going to experience what he's experiencing.
He's still going
the
to
hike from
places we haven't seen. The hike from the walk. The walk.
He's grinding through the dirt.
There are people in other states that don't even work there anymore that will all never forget that day. They will never forget who Tobias was. There's people in like fucking further east that have met Tobias when they worked at Gillum, and they're gonna because that was the only native person they ever met. That was the only fucking.
It was Tobias.
It was Tobias. They're gonna remember him forever. At his job site, he was a fucking meme. Everyone there fucking constantly had jokes about him, or would talk about him all the time, or didn't know. It was completely disrupted work. It was completely a fucking huge thing. It made racial tensions way worse there. It was like really fucking.
No one could stop talking about him.
No, he would do shit like wear Fortnite pajamas to work. As an electrician. And we're electricians. You wear Fortnite pajamas to work as an electrician in a fucking construction site. He would literally disrupt work.
So did he have a belt? Like he utility belt?
No, he had a tool pouch and then he had like a fanny pack kind of thing. And the rednecks would pull him out and then they would stop working and be like, look, Eric, look at he's got fucking feed pajamas on. Look, he's got this motherfucker's got fucking feed pajamas on in here. What in the fuck? Holy shit. Like, you stay warm, buddy? You fucking stay warm there? Fucking sitting there in Fortnite feed pajamas. You know what he would eat for lunch? You know what he would eat for lunch sometimes? You know what this dude would eat for lunch on this construction site? LaDesha, who's also here, you know what he would eat? You know what he would eat? He'd take a can of commodity beef stew, fucking cold. It's like middle of fucking October or something like that. A cold can, he just drink the beef stew alone in a wood frame building for lunch. He just drink cold commodity fucking beef stew and shovel it down in his Fortnite pajamas. Like a fucking badass.
And he just walked 50 miles.
And then he went to my job site, which was not like that, and they shoot us out, and then he immediately like, alright, I'm walking out of here, fuck this. He like, I'm leaving Arkansas, fuck this. Because my job site was the where they were not putting up with nothing like that. That wasn't.
Just his pajamas.
Holy fuck.
Footy pajamas.
He made the decision. He's like, yep.
I'm wearing footy pajamas.
Yep.
He said, I fucking love that man, dude. He is a mystery. He's a fucking legend, though.
He's got the light skin stare.
Oh,
the light skin stare?
Yeah, dude. I just learned about it. I think it's like a meme.
What's the light skin stare?
I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know. Okay, I said I don't know. My brother showed it to me, and it was something about it. Just the way that if you kind of point your lips a little bit and do like the most douchiest kind of look, and then you like look your head down, but then you look your eyes up and kind of put your hands together.
The Kubrick stare almost.
Huh?
The Kubrick stare almost.
The Kubrick stare, maybe, but yeah.
It's like Indian Joker.
Indian
Joker. Have you ever seen this? No.
I'm about to do a bit. If
I was about to say that is a whole.
No, Indian Joker's already a thing.
The Indian Joker. Sometimes I go and I steal the sandals. Oh, Indian Joker strike again. Who take the sandal? Me. Very joke on you.
Very joke.
Okay, what was I fucking saying?
Just gotta throw some racism in there.
Yeah.
What was the thing before the Indian thing?
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, a light skin stare.
Yeah.
It just shows like a light skin makes like Puerto Rican guy, or it'd be like a Mexican dude, and sometimes just a tan white guy with like a really bright green eyes, and it's just like but then it'll show like a picture of like Carl Cleveland and from Jimmy Neutron, and then call it the light skin stare. It's like Jimmy's mom. But it's like him with his hands together, looking at you like, with his lips all fish lipped together, trying to look all sexy.
I always thought that if you're gonna be light skin, be Sheen.
Be Sheen.
Oh yeah,
Sheen does have a light skin still.
Oh wait, Sheen's Hispanic. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah,
Sheen,
he's still a light skin.
Wait, that says mean Sheen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sheen.
That says mean Sheen.
What?
Charlie Sheen's name is Carlos Estevez. Emilio Estevez's name is Michael Sheen.
And then Sheen's last name in Jimmy Neutron is Sheen Estevez. So.
Wait, what?
Estevez, at least to the Sheen family, translates to Sheen. I don't know.
What does it translate? It's just.
But what they interpret.
It's their secret. It's their family stage name.
Oh hell yeah.
No, I thought that was like the translation of it.
Sheen?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like the literal?
Why would they all go by the
I
same
know
fake
that,
last
yeah.
name then? Why would they
I thought
all...
that was just
That
cool.
was just stage name. Like yeah, dude.
I
yeah.
don't know.
you can't go with
I believed that for
yeah,
until
dude.
just now, my entire life.
Did they just all decide like the Von Erichs or something?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
You know they're making a Von Erich movie?
No.
Von Erich.
No, I didn't
Like
know
the
that.
wrestlers from Texas?
That's gonna be cool.
I don't know. What
Oh, well, they were a family that did like wrestling in Texas back in the day, and they're really big here in Oklahoma too. Like if you like before even WWE and shit like that, or WWF, like before all that, and they were notable because it was a family of like four brothers and a dad, and all of them fucking died. All of them committed suicide or got murdered or fucking got electrocuted, or like I think all of them fucking
That's
like had like
suspicious.
some horrible fucking
Yeah,
thing. And
it's
so they call it
weird,
the
yeah.
Von Erich curse. Is whenever you're so they were really really good wrestlers and they were really well fucking known and shit. Like they were like kind of badasses, and they were a family of them. And then one after another in about a 10-year period, all of them, including the dad, except for one guy, fucking committed suicide or I think one was murdered. I think two of them committed suicide, one was murdered, and then one was electrocuted as a child. Like got like electrocuted like before you could even grow up. I think
He got charged up.
He got a bit, as we say in the industry.
He got a bit.
He got bit. He got
bit. Oh,
yeah, he got
bit
bit
by the wire.
He got bit.
Damn. It's a hell of a bite.
It was enough to kill an infant.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
That's how. So in Europe, everything's 240 volt, like in a house. So if you plug a fork into an electrical socket, like if you're a kid, you just die. Like it's not like you can recover from that. Like here, it's 120. It's half of that. So it's like if you're in Europe and you start like fucking around like an outlet or something like that, it's like way more likely you die.
Fucks you up.
Pretty fucking yeah. Now the upside of that is they can run a lot more appliances and they used less wattage really fucking over time, something like that. Like ends up being cheaper in the long run, like that, but it's way more dangerous. There's another reason too why they do it like that, but I don't remember. Because you could run your entire house at that kind of, like I think it used to be like that too.
So we run at like half wattage, so like half the energy output or whatever, essentially.
Basically, or voltage. We are half voltage of what Europe would, and then like a store, like a commercial building, that's usually 240.
Things that need to power a lot.
Yeah, that's 240. But then your outlets are wired down, like the breaker is wired down to where it's like about the same as it would be in a house. Yeah, it's like a 20 amp breaker. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then in a factory, it's 480 or 4 something, and you just fucking blow up. It's just you can't make a mistake there. Like it's not like
that's like 4 times.
4 times what you have in a house. Yeah, that's what a factory runs off of.
Jesus, that'll really rip through you.
Yeah, people don't fucking. You can't. That's like one of the most riskiest. That and being a lineman. It's like those two are probably ties. Industrial electricians and linemen.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can I talk about a commercial I saw?
What was the commercial you saw, dog?
It was a YouTube ad, but that's what I'm calling a commercial because all I watch on the TV is YouTube, and it was just all I saw. It cut off my video, and so now there's this guy driving in a car. He's driving by, and there's this little sign in the yard that says "Thank you, Sean," and I'm like, I'm just watching. The guy drives by, and then there's like a guy putting a sign on his store, and it says "Thank you, Sean." Thank you, Sean. And the guy looks at it like all confused. And now I'm thinking this guy's name is Sean, the driver.
Yeah.
So Sean's driving around, and there's this group of like bicyclists with the T-shirts that say "Thank you, Sean." And then he stops at an intersection. He keeps driving, and then he sees just like a grandma sitting at like a bench that says "Thank you, Sean" on like the bench she's sitting on, and he's just like, what, and then or I think he's not driving; he's riding in the back of a car, which is important. And then there's like a dog that's like there with a little vest on that says "Thank you, Sean," and I know this is long-winded.
No, go ahead.
And I'm wondering why the fuck everybody's saying thank you to Sean.
Who the fuck is Sean?
What did he do?
For?
And so it jumps in. It's like a fucking don't drink and drive commercial, and it's like shows, and someone says thank you, Sean, for not drinking and driving. And so all the people that are thinking are people that he would have plowed through and murdered if he had decided to get in his car. The dog on the street, the old lady, the implication is those are people that you would smash into. It's like, thank you, Sean, for
People
not
you
drinking and
saved
driving.
from not
and
fucking dying.
plowing into an old grandma on a bench and just
I have to go to, this is...
all the bicyclists, the little dog. Thank you, Sean, for not just flattening my ass in the road.
Thank you for not drunk driving.
And then once I realized, I was like,
Controversy.
I like fucking laughed, dude. I don't know, just it's like I was like, what does Sean do? It's like, oh, he didn't murder half of the entire town, like a busy intersection in a downtown.
He just chose not to be a piece of shit and just drive
thanks didn't drive, like drink and drive.
It would be funny if it was like fucking like I don't know, like if he got like a pedophile or something, and it wasn't that bad. They show like a creepy, they show like a bank robber, the guy snatching an old lady's purse.
Oh, it's like the positives of fucking
hitting someone,
being drunk driving is that you might actually just murder a murderer.
You might be a vigilante. You might be
an accidental drunk vigilante. What if a guy like repeatedly just keeps doing that in his life? Like every time he drinks and drives,
he saves the day.
He blacks out, smashes into like a robber, or he T-bones like people who just like kidnap somebody, and the kidnapped person is a little dinged up, but they survive. Because you're just like, what?
Dude, you gotta look at Pat Brown, man. If that's who that's
Pat Brown,
trying to run the cops down.
Pat Brown,
hell yeah,
run him into the ground. Pat Brown,
Patrick Edward Brown, try to run the cops down. What up, Patrick Edward Brown, try to run the motherfucking cops into the ground. Pat Brown, hell yeah,
crazy guy.
Thank you, Pat Brown.
Pat Brown was a dude that was at a Vandals show, and the cop show tried to bust the show, and he got in his car and he started trying to run over all the fucking cops like a fucking crazy person, and then they arrested him, and so the Vandals wrote a song called The Battles of Pat Brown about how Pat Brown was the best motherfucker they ever met that would try to run the fucking cops down. I bet he kept a sawed-off shotgun in his passenger seat at all times just so he could shoot random people and random things. Like, he was just an insane jacked up dude. Yeah, he was a badass dude. He like...
Pat Brown, bro. Try to run the motherfucking cops into the ground. He's Pat Brown.
That's a super gremlin.
Trump is a super gremlin.
He's no zero.
Okay.
He's a fucking
I got
hero.
one more big story. It's not even that big, but I know I've been chatting a lot, but it's so funny. Is whenever I went floating yesterday on Saturday.
Oh boy, how
went on another float trip. So it was me, Allie, Leah, just some people, and then her friends. And then there's Josh, the guy we've talked about a couple times.
You know what's funny is I realized I got sober and I realized I fucking still hate him.
Yeah, you told me that. You started like drunkenly accept him slightly and be like, maybe he's just a human. And then as you've gotten healthier and more sober,
I was trying to work
out.
Like,
no, I hate him.
He really needs to get stomped out. He needs to get stomped the fuck out. That's what he needs.
And then him, and then my cousin Rowan, who he's like madly in love with, and
man, why does she attract such fucking disgusting
she gets
men?
the creepy guys, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rowan's mom came along, and Rowan's mom the whole time was hearing Josh say insane things, and she was like, "That boy has a dark streak in him." So we're floating on a 6-mile float trip, on a big inflatable raft on the river. There's like 8 or 9 of us, and we're going down, and we're about 3 miles in. Because it's like a 6-hour deal. You're going about a mile an hour, especially if you stop and chill for a minute and swim and all that stuff. And we get to mile 3, and we're slowly floating by, and I see this lady by herself off the gravel bar. No one's around her at all. And she's just laying belly down in the water. Her head's just above the water, and she's going at the water line. Just like only her head's peeking above water. She's motorboating the water. She's like, what? And she's like this 40-year-old older lady, and she's just out there, and we're floating by, and I like nudge one of my friends, and I'm like, look at that lady, and then they're like, what? She's just fucking. Are you whispering at me? You want a fucking cigarette?
Do you think this podcast is going good? Do you think we're alright?
What is it?
You think this podcast is going good? Do you think we're doing alright? You think we betrayed you
No,
once?
this shit sucks. We betrayed you.
Who
I
checks?
love it. I love it. That should be your classic move.
No, don't ever ask me how things are going. But necessarily things are going great. Oh yeah, you wanted to see.
So there's a lady
Those
and
are
she was
Jesus Christ.
She was just
Okay, let me get that lighter
motorboating
back.
fucking water, just like.
I'm sorry. I mean, your earlier story. I'm sorry.
Let me get the cigarette lit and let me get my can cracked. Alright. Okay. So we're flipping by. We see this lady. What? Don't be anal about the sound. It's okay.
Just go.
You look like an Italian gesturing around. Whenever
I'm
like
trying to
a loud
not be
noise.
non-verbal because there's no fucking camera here. There's a camera here.
I would be less distracted if it was verbal.
Hey, this is my son. He's a little bit weird. He's a little bit weird, but he's good. He's good for you.
It's like, hey, don't, a quiet Italian? Is that what Turkish people are? A quiet Italian?
Italian.
Why are you making all that noise over here?
Just so we are clear again about Turkish.
I know you're descended from Italian people who were in the Ottoman Empire, right?
What?
Something about
Not Italian.
not Italian, but like
Well, I mean, I'm also
vaguely
probably
Turkish, Italian, Greek, and
Like,
something.
yeah, Levant.
Spanish.
Levantine.
Levantine.
Okay, ladies motorboating the river.
Right.
I'm floating by, and I said, "Look at that bitch go!" And my friends are like, "Does she need help?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And so I'm like, "Hey, lady!" And she just looks at me, and she's like, "Bleh." And then I'm like, she's fine." And they're like, "Where is her people at?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, she doesn't have anybody around here." And Leah and her sister, or Allie and her sister Leah, I guess it doesn't matter. I could have said that either way. And they're like, "Oh my god, we gotta go save her." And I was like, And then honestly, never mind. It just gets better. So they're like, "We gotta go save her." So they get out of the boat.
Wait, so who's the girl?
And this is an older lady, just in the
Some
water.
random old lady was
Just a
drowning?
random old lady. And whenever I said, "Are you okay?" when she like turned over to look at me, she almost rolled over and drowned. Like she would dunked her head in the water. She's not looking good. She was drunk as shit. She was fucked up. And so Leah and Allie are like, "Girl, where are your friends? Are you good? Where are you floating with?" And she's like, "I'm fine, bitch. I'm fine." And then she was like, "They left me." And we were like, "Why did they leave you?" And she's like, "'Cause I'm a bitch." And so she's just there going in the water by herself because he's a bitch. And her friends left her. And we find her and we're like, "Girl, it's about to we need to have the rafts in a couple hours. You need to get in the raft.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you." And so I didn't know how I felt because she didn't want to go. So technically, we just kidnapped a lady.
Oh fuck.
We just kind of
picked her up.
Leah and Allie were dragging her by the arm. She was like, "No, go with me. I'm fine, bitch." She was belligerent and drunk.
I just would
and
have left her. Why did you leave?
Leah and Allie were concerned for this lady because we knew she was drunk. So either we were gonna save her or GRD. I honestly was just like, "Look at her," and then I was about to just float on by. Apparently, I'm a piece of shit. But you know what? I'm glad we saved her.
That's small town people shit. The
small
city,
town
the
shit.
city was stepped over her to get in the raft.
We stopped
You would've
and we had a whole effort. We were yelling at each other, "Push her, pick up." She was a bigger lady, and so I kept saying "hoist" to everyone.
Hoist.
Yeah, I was like
1, 2, 3, heave ho.
Yeah. And she was like, "Shut up," and I'm grabbing her legs and throwing her over my shoulder and flopping her in the fucking over herself into the raft. And we get her in the fucking raft and she lands in life jackets. She just goes to sleep. She just clocks out and she's just chilling. She actually looks really comfortable. And now she's just big chilling. And we're halfway through the float. We're at mile 3 of mile 6. We still have a whole float to enjoy. So now we're just partying with Danielle. We're floating down the river and we're playing music and we're taking selfies and Danielle's in the background just just out drunk as shit. And then she kind of, after mile 4, she kind of started what the fuck? And this guy named Reed, he was a firefighter, but it's this just big meaty looking, he had the very performance fishing gear looking guy, Columbia type of wearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wears sports shades all the time.
Where's got pit vipers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pit viper. Don't want some pit vipers.
And so he was like, "I'm a firefighter, so I'm gonna make sure everything's okay." He's super drunk and being super involved, and I think he's trying to hit on all the girls that were with me on the float trip. And he was like, "I just want to make sure she's okay." And I was like, "I got it, brother." And he was like, I have to just know as a fireman's trust, I have to trust you to get this woman to safety. And he basically deputized me as like a river firefighter. A drunk firefighter. An honorary drunk person river firefighter.
Did you hear about the Muskogee Civic Center thing?
What happened?
November, the Muskogee Police Department is gonna fight the Muskogee Fire Department in, like 10 boxing round matches.
Fuck yeah.
Who is?
The Muskogee Police Department's gonna fight the Muskogee Fire Department.
The fire department and the police department are gonna fight?
Yeah, Muskogee.
Dude, November. Of course Muskogee be doing that. They need
they need drums and shit up like that.
So now Danielle's in the boat.
That's freaking awesome.
Danielle's in the boat. And I just start going up to Danielle, and I'm like floating beside the raft, and I kind of get up next to her head while she's sleeping, and I just start like gassing her up and telling her that everyone's against her, but I got her back. And
call him. Call
Tobias. Tobias wants to. Oh, I'm about to call Tobias. Yeah.
We're at an hour and 4 minutes, but no, you keep telling to finish your
story. Okay. So
pulled up.
I call. Oh no! Fuck! I don't. Tobias got me all mumble jumbled up. We are gonna call Tobias back though. We will get you the live coming now. Tobias just called us back. We're gonna get back to you as soon as we can. He is alive.
He is good.
So I swim up to Danielle, and I'm like, Danielle, you're a bad bitch. These other bitches said you're not a bad bitch, but I said you are. She was like, I am a bad bitch. Oh, and that firefighter, he was like trying to like guess her name. He's like, is your name Layla? I don't know why he said that.
Layla.
And she was like, Layla? Okay, I guess my name's fucking Layla, I guess. Okay, fuck. And then she kept calling him ugly. She's like, I don't care. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly. And then he was like, are you okay, ma'am? And she's like, you're ugly. And poor Reed was just like trying to deputize other people on the river and gets called ugly. Just trying to make sure.
Did she get home okay?
Well, I'll tell you how that. Okay, I can wrap this up in 2 minutes and then we can call Tobias.
All right.
Okay, so we're floating and I'm like, girl, everyone says you don't look good out here, but girl, you look great. And we found out her name's Danielle. She finally told Allie her name's Danielle. And so I just start telling her that like it's like me and her against the world, and because she was against everyone. But then when I told her like, yeah, everyone else is being a fucking bitch right now, but you're a real one. And she was like, I am a fucking real one. I'm a real ass bitch. And she's just like laying in the back of our raft with a bunch of fucking life jackets laying underneath her. And I'm just like, all these other people say that you couldn't do it, but I said you can, Danielle. And she's like, I can fucking do it. She's like, her eyes aren't even open. She's like mumbling this at me in the boat. This is somebody's mom. And she's blasted in our canoe or raft. And I'm like, you know, Danielle, they all said that you're a bitch, but I said, no. I said, you're a bad bitch.
I said, you're a fucking badass.
She said, I'm a bitch, but I am a bad bitch. And so we get to the end of the float. We find out that she's in like the raft place next door to ours. And we spend like 15 minutes trying to get one phone number out of her, and we'd be like, what's a number, any number? She'd be like 8, and then she wouldn't get like past 2 or 3 numbers, like not even an area code. Like, are you in 918? Like, what the fuck is happening? And she kept saying Tammy, and so she looked up that lady's Facebook, went through her friends list, and then found a lady named Tammy, showed her a picture of her, made sure it's Tammy. She's like, yeah, that's Tammy. And so Allie contacted this lady and got a hold of her, and so and they're like all drunk too. They're like, oh shit, we left Danielle. All of her people halfway through their float, they spent the entire rest of their float with like, where's Danielle?
Like, no idea that she was good.
And she's just in our raft getting gassed up by me. I'm like, you a bad bitch, Danielle. You out here. You a tough motherfucker, Danielle. She's like, I am a tough motherfucker out here. I'm a bad bitch. And we get her. We try to see if our bus guy will take her back to the place. And he's like, nah, dude, she didn't sign the form. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Now we're just stuck with this lady. So Allie walks her over to the neighbor side bus. And just has her get on the bus. And now she's walking. Thank God she's up because she was not walking. We had to throw her in the boat at first. And she walks up in there. And the bus guy looks at Allie. And Allie gives him a thumbs up. And she says, take her to Tammy. And then just gets out of the bus and closes the door.
Take her to Tammy.
She slaps the bus good to go.
Yeah, you're gonna
and
go,
so we got rid of this lady, threw her in the bus and said, woo! Good luck, Danielle. You a bad bitch.
You won't figure this one out.
You a real one.
All right, update. We're gonna call Tabius. We're gonna call Tabius. Tabius, don't deny us a story from you. Tobias,
where are you?
Try to translate town house. Come on speaker and make sure that they can.
Tobias Barnwell. He is hard to harm. Hell. What's
There
up,
he
G?
is. There he is.
Yo.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Fucking
What,
awesome,
where
man.
are you at, dude?
Where am I at? Somewhere like, was it Wyoming, I think?
You're still Wyoming?
You're in the cowboy state, man. Hell yeah.
Is that a cowboy state? I thought
That's
Texas-
cowboy state. That's affectionately called the cowboy state.
The cowboy state.
The cowboy state.
Well, you're a real cowboy now, Tobias.
Yeah, you're a real cowboy right now, Tobias.
That sucks.
That's kills himself.
It's
He's
no
like,
place-
One less cowboy.
It's no place for an Indian. I know
No
that,
place,
man.
not anymore. No.
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
very.
Wait, where's he at?
He's in Wyoming.
I thought it was
Still in Wyoming?
I guess it was called Rock Spring. And I asked them if there was a spring, and they're like, no, I think it's a creek. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You had to get it. You stopped and asked some people on the roadside where the spring was,
Yeah.
and they said, "No, it's a creek." And you're like, "Are you a
Yeah,
fucking
that's what they said.
idiot? Don't know the fucking difference between a." Y'all named the town wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
What a
You gotta
fucking
tell him,
idiots,
bro. You gotta
dude.
fucking you gotta let him know.
Name that shit wrong.
I passed a place called what was it, Point of Rocks.
Point of rock.
It was pretty much just a point of rocks.
You should go to the next town over and say, "What's the point of rocks?"
Wait, so in your time in Wyoming, like, what have you thought, like, that maybe, like, about turning back at any point during this? Have you, like, almost given up yet, or no?
No, I found like a crooked gas station attendant who let me like use a gift card that I didn't have with me.
Oh, read the numbers off on it?
Yeah, so I found a lady that let me do that. So yeah, I gassed up and I got a full tank and I got 2 gallons in the trunk and I got like a barbecue steak sandwich that was like looked like a deflated football. It was like best sandwich.
That's
Well, that's
That
pretty
doesn't
nice.
sound that bad. That doesn't sound that bad. You're right halfway across the country, dude.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tear?
Yeah, it was,
Are you gonna tear the tracker out?
probably.
Where is it?
There's gonna be a couple different locations, but do you know where yours is?
Yeah, I think it's like down by my feet by the fuse box.
Oh yeah, the little plug-in tractors maybe.
Yeah, there's probably one
Yeah,
underneath the frame of the car too. Might look
I
at
thought
that.
the little blinky red light on the dash was the tracker.
Yeah, we had an idea that Carmart might just not pursue you that far into Wyoming.
That's what he's kind of hoping for, right?
Yeah, because they're a southern brand, right?
Yeah, we found out that they only have locations in like 11 states, and they're only like the furthest north they go is Colorado.
I'm sure
And
you
he's
can
out there.
outrun Carmart. That'd be real bad if you can't outrun Carmart.
Okay.
Well, no, the problem
Outrunning
isn't that. The
Carmart.
problem is that if he gets stopped, he gets pulled over, they run the VIN number.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
I
repossessed.
think what I think is crazy is this Carmart car making this trip. I haven't got an oil change in like a year and a half.
Oh Jesus, dude! Pour some oil in there.
Yeah, dude.
This car don't give a fuck.
No insurance. Is the tag? The tag's legal on it, right?
Tag's good. Tag
No.
is questionable. But tag is good.
Bro, just
well,
get yourself a
Chicken
fucking
Nation.
pan from Advance
Chicken
Auto.
Nation has my title.
Ah, shit.
Well, tell them to mail it to Wyoming. Just
That's
Wyoming.
fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Well, I'm just worried about if your car gets broken down somewhere and then you fucking get stuck like in one of the plain states and then you like.
But yeah, then do we have to rescue you?
That's
What's
what he
gonna
said,
Yeah.
kind of. He
Yeah.
said he's not there by next
I don't know,
Friday.
I think I would. I don't know, like fight some Mustangs or something.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
that's
dude,
cool.
go tame some wild horses.
He's not gonna tame him. He's gonna kill him and eat him.
He's gonna kill him. Yeah. Sweet.
Wait,
I don't believe in Mustangs.
I don't believe. Oh
He's
yeah,
against
because they're not
Mustangs.
native animals here.
They're not.
They're not.
Yeah, no, they're invasive.
They're, he's an exterminator. He's gonna become a plains.
He's a pro kill the Mustangs political guy. Whatever party that is.
Natives like them doesn't mean they should have like giant swaths of land for Mustangs just because some natives like them.
Just get them, bro.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
like
it,
why
just
should they
go
be
for
able to
it.
keep him? You're gonna go over to like the Lakota people, tell them they should just shoot all their horses.
Exactly. They shouldn't have them.
You gotta go correct them.
Now.
The horses is a white man's trick. Yeah, dude. We just get a fucking car.
It's a scam, bro.
Fall for the Japanese man's trick instead.
Yeah, a little Honda.
You got a fucking Honda Civic, bro.
Wait, so,
Am
and
I on
then...
the podcast again?
Wait, what?
Am I on the podcast right now?
You're on point
Yeah.
right now. You're on
Oh, yeah.
speakerphone. I wish we could just be a normal podcast that has Zoom calls and videos, but nah. This is what we do is we Facebook call you on Messenger and we hold it on speakerphone to my phone, which is recording all of this in one mic. Just so everybody that's listening knows what we're doing and why it sucks so bad. It's because that's the level of quality we're dealing with. We're bringing it to you, okay?
Yeah.
Fucking
Bring it to you
real
live,
shit.
raw, real.
Raw.
Straight out of Wyoming.
Straight out of Wyoming.
Oh, really?
Oh no,
awesome.
he bleeped.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
There
Okay,
he goes.
okay.
Cool.
What is it? Are you on the far side of Wyoming? Like, are you close to the next state?
I don't know. My maps doesn't really divvy up by states. I just keep hitting different towns. I'm not knowing where I'm at.
What's the next town on your route?
Let me see here.
Crashes checking his map. Jesus.
I just went through like Lima.
Lima.
Wyoming.
Like Peru?
Wyoming's the least populated state.
What is?
Wyoming
Oh,
is
yeah,
the least
Wyoming.
populated state by far.
I think it's Montana.
No, it's Wyoming.
It's Wyoming?
Wyoming.
I don't know. They're all real serious about this like fucking left lane thing. Like I feel like I'm the fastest person on the road, but just because everyone else gets over in the right lane.
And you're just staying in the left lane, just speeding by.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
You're like, huh, fucking idiots. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a passing lane, and I just keep like just flying past everybody.
Yeah. Hey, are you still cruising with James Morris?
Yeah, I still got James.
Okay, that's badass. Hell yeah.
That's the remains
I
of
plan
the
to
human
stop more
being.
places.
Huh?
I plan to stop more places and like leave some James around, but I haven't stopped anywhere.
Bro, James is going cross country right now.
James is gonna end up on the Pacific Ocean somehow. What the fuck?
James never would have imagined.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd be diluting his spirit or if we're making him stronger by giving him like more range.
More range, spreading his dominion. Oh my god. There's gonna be so many like hauntings of James Morris everywhere now. Dude, what are you doing? You're becoming the witchy white girl as you move to California or because you're out west. You're like, here's a little James at the park.
That's also like the only state all three of us have been to is Washington.
Yeah.
We should go up there and do a Washington Special Sunday because it's the only we're all familiar with. That's the one we've all been to.
We've
Like,
all
yeah.
That would be cool to go
Washington,
out
yeah.
that scene.
I'm
Well-
excited to go to like the other Tahlequah.
Tahlequah.
Tahlequah up there. It's in the mountains.
Tahlequah,
Yeah. It's they're wrong, but yeah.
Very wrong.
But go over there and never say Tahlequah. Refuse to say
Yeah,
Tahlequah.
just say Tahlequah. Like, yeah, dude. Fuck 'em.
You should start smoking weed and crack and shit when you're up there.
Smoke most things when you're up there. I think that's what they do. I think it's the vibe up there.
It's like Mustangs?
Mustangs and meth and
Mustangs and meth and all kinds of fun.
yeah, man.
Dilemmas.
dude. Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be the name of the episode.
Mustangs and meth.
Meth and other fun dilemmas. Nah. Alright. Look, we should probably wrap it up.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow. We're at fucking hour and 16.
All right.
It's 10 o'clock.
Are you driving?
Like
Are you driving
15
right now?
minutes or something, or 10 more minutes or something.
That's the in the mountains.
Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna get back to the podcast, but we'll hit you up later, though, bro.
Yeah, right after. And I'll upload this episode tonight if I can. I'm gonna try to show these other guys how to upload them.
Hell yeah.
Listen to it if you can, man.
All right.
Alright, hang up on.
Well, that was our boy. That was an update. He's
yeah.
doing good. He's got some gift cards.
He got
money.
way further than I thought already. He's already in like.
Damn it! I should just drive my Chevy Cruze to like Mexico or something.
You should.
You can just do that, bro.
Right now, it's not a great time to be going to Mexico, but
No, that'd be bad.
Ron DeSantis talking about invading them.
Who?
Ron DeSantis.
Talking about invading Mexico again?
Yeah, well, yeah. Talking about using drone strikes and boots in the ground to
Some
fight the cartel.
fucking Red Dawn type shit.
Dr-
Oh, no.
to fight cartel stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then is that fighting in Mexico, or is that fighting?
Is us
Insurgents within Mexico.
fighting insurgents in Iraq, us fighting Iraq, or is it...
Fuck, yeah, that is us.
That's what we said in Iraq, too,
You're
so
right.
that's exactly what we said. We're
no,
not
dude,
fighting
we're
the-
fighting
insurgents.
communist insurgencies
Right.
and foreign races.
They hate our
don't
freedom.
represent democracy.
They hate our... That was the
They hate
excuse.
us because they ain't us.
Oh shit! Hey, so you know what I found that was really fucking weird when I was what it's funny is this should have been the Cherokee National Holiday Special, but our cultural morale was fucking. We should have done like a something, but next year we'll do like a Cherokee National Holiday Chocolate National. We'll do like an Indian.
No, we give like a little bit, like just a little.
Do something, yeah.
Well.
Do something, dance for him, dance.
Oh no, like no, just explain what Cherokee National Holiday is. I mean, anyone listening to this probably already knows.
But they shouldn't. We need to expand our audience outside of fucking just the city.
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Outside of this neighborhood that we live, outside of just this part, yeah.
Down to the bar that we're showing the.
Like that's literally like we need to be able to be accessible to other people. Yeah.
Yeah, Cherokee National Holiday is the big national festival of our nation, Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma. And I think it represents the signing of the Constitution 71 years ago. This is like the 71st annual Cherokee National Holiday. I don't know how long ago that was at this point. 1950 at this point or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, roughly. 1951,
Sounds about
52. Right. Yeah, it's like people kind of treat it like it's a 4th of July type thing. Some people don't even know what it's for, and they literally think it's like we're celebrating independence, and we're not independent at all. We're still a domestic dependent nation underneath the United States. But yeah, you get your fighting. Cole got a cool fucking knife from a
Ray Kirk.
Shout him out.
Ray Kirk. I'm gonna try to actually ask him if he can teach me how to do it. Cause I look, he said $350 on his website, and I'll let you stay in the guest house. And in a 2-day period, you'll come home with 2 knives, and you'll learn how to make 2 knives.
Bro, are you learning the art of the blade right now?
I'm trying to learn the art of the blade. I've been trying to learn the art of the blade for like a while. I've been trying to fucking do this for years.
Dude,
but now I'm trying to focus on learning the art of the blade in Park Hill. It's just that like, I'm not charismatic enough, and he's old, and I'm just weird. I just don't know how to talk like that. Like I don't know how to ask him and be like all fucking into it and shit. I asked him what kind of steel this is made out of. He said that kind. And then way back, he was like, fuck you. He was like, fuck you. Yeah, he was like, fucking with me, yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know either, man. Maybe he doesn't know how to speak to people.
I'm so happy. This is absurdly fucking sharp, and it's made out of like some really good steel. He's been doing it for over like 40, 50 fucking years.
Hammer.
He speaks in a hammer.
Ding.
Apparently, when my boss was a kid, there was periods of time when he didn't have a job and he was a single dad, and they lived off of like deer meat and fish and shit. Like he was like actually like one of those guys that lived in Park Hill and just ate off the land. Like it was like that. Like Ray Kirk is a real. He wears overalls. He wears the same pair of overalls every day. He's a short little Cherokee dude with bald hair. And every day I get up and go to work at his house. That's where the fucking shop is when we meet up to go to work, right? And every day he's out there with a fucking cane, walking his dogs and doing like weird little errands. And then about 9:30, I hear ding, 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 fucking him like forging up fucking swords in the woods in Park Hill at age 70 something or 70 or 80. He's really old, like a fucking complete goddamn badass superhero of a human being, like some kind of fucking out there forging fucking blades in the woods. Like that's like I don't know what else to say. Like I don't even know. Like I just have the utmost respect. Like I just couldn't even fucking. But yeah, I got this blade off of him, and it's the cheapest one he had. It was $100. It was the cheapest one he had, and I was like, fuck it. Dude, like he had crawdad gigs too.
It was 100.
It was 100.
Oh man, I mean it's probably worth it. Yeah, it is worth it.
No, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, that's it. Probably.
Come on, you can't tell me.
No, that's.
When you sit there and you think about how
that's pretty worth it. I will say, dude. Just
you can see the hammer bar or something.
I paid him $40 today, and then I said I'm paying him $60 on Friday because I'm like I'm going to your house every day for work. Like
so,
you know, I'm not gonna run off on you. My boss is your son. Like you can get the money. Yeah, like.
Yeah, the way he put this in the handle.
He had way bigger, nicer ones. He had a sword too there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he won like I think close to $1,000 for it or something like that. Yeah, he won. But it was a Damascus looking sword. I was real Damascus, but it had the pattern. And he forged it. Like, he forges that shit out of steel himself. He owns the steel he sells too. It's called Raker Steel. So there's like 2 types of it that he sells.
Raker Steel. Oh yeah, I see the word Raker on it.
He has a combination of Ray Kirk. It's like I don't know. That's what it sounds like.
Raker.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
That's cool. That's fucking
his name's Ray Kirk, yeah.
Do a lot of his blades have this like little cut in?
No, that was like you only had 2 that were like that. Yeah. And it was. You remember that Bowie I had that broke?
Yeah.
It looks just like that, and I told him that. He's like, "Well, you buy that one, you got a matching set." And this is like, all right, I'm gonna fucking buy this. All right.
Sells a hard drives a hard deal.
He's fucking good.
Shit, yeah.
That's so sharp. You can skin the fuck out of a deer with that. You can do anything. It's just small. I just wish I could get a bigger one off.
Dude,
Of
like fish would be fucking perfect with that. You should
I wanna
fucking
get a bigger
shave
one
that
off
shit
of
off.
them.
Dude, just.
I dropped it on my chest.
Oh no!
I can just murder myself by just walking up. It just sticks into your heart.
And you're just like, ah.
Okay, did we get any?
Anything to wrap this up with?
I snorted this thing called harape. Yeah.
De Rape.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Let me tell you about a girl I know. Had a drink about an hour ago.
I snorted a thing that wasn't blow.
Kind of look like it, but I don't quite know.
Okay, but it's called harape. It's an Amazon indigenous drug that my friend just randomly pulled out in a small vial. He's like, "You want to snort this?" And he put it in a small bamboo tube and blew it up my nose.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And so I sat there, and he said, "Don't inhale it. I'm blow it in, and then breathe in slowly, and do that shit." Opened my nostrils. There's like a small amount of like some type of like chili powder in it too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it is insane.
What is supposed to be an upper or downer? What's
It's an upper. It gave me like a strong nicotine rush mixed with like some kind of like buzz of an energy almost that lasted for a few minutes. And my friend who did it or showed me how to do it, he walked through this like little like method of thinking about. I don't know. He like told the background and everything and how to use it. And,
Yeah,
it was pretty interesting.
That's fucking cool. Dude.
No, but it's like roasted leaves of certain plants and tobacco that they like roast it and they grind it up into a powder and you get it blown up your nose with a bamboo tube. And but you don't snort it like other shit or whatever.
Is it like alternative medicines?
Yeah, but it's like an ancient
like
traditional medicine from the Amazon.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, pretty wild.
That's
Whoa,
fucking,
watch
yeah.
your feet, bro. That knife will flow. Yeah. I drove by, I saw this guy walking around Downing, calling the Jedi the Jedi Cowboy of Downing.
We should just get him on here, just show, not tell.
No, dude, I don't want. He's literally like
a pedophile.
Yes.
Why don't we just catch a predator him? Why isn't that what we're doing?
Because I want to, but he has like severe mental issues. So there's this weird gray area that he's almost not even going to understand.
Turn on.
Huh?
When you want to talk about the Jedi Cowboy?
Yeah. While you're fucking the guitar, yeah. Can you do like a cool riff or something? Or were you?
Right, you know I can kind of fucking play. Yeah, turn the amp on.
Turn the amp on. Okay. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh shit. Oh, push.
Yeah, wait, what? You can get one.
Oh man, I'm messing it up.
Okay, it's on the far right.
It's on the far right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Hold on.
Is it the creative or message? I don't know how to switch. Start strumming. I'll figure it out.
Okay, fuck with the chord. Okay, start fucking with the chord.
Yeah.
Probably should figure this out before we get on here. Start fucking with the chord.
Turn that shit up.
Don't turn it up too loud.
Rocking the entire apartment complex real quick. Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Turn that shit up.
The Cowboy Jedi of Downing. Jedi Cowboy of Downing. He's gonna ask your 12-year-old daughter of the laundromat if she wants to buy a can of soda. You say, "Guy scram," and he says, "Okay," and then he walks away. Goes on down to the Neds and sings a little karaoke. Goes around wearing a Purple Rain shirt, singing Michael Jackson tunes, singing Grease Lightning, singing old rockabilly tunes. The Jedi Cowboy of Downing. The Jedi Cowboy of Downing. He's always happy, never frowning, walking around and always clowning. Ooh, clowning. I don't know how to tackle this situation. He has suffered from mental retardation. I don't know how to tell him don't hit on girls that are intellectually probably the same age as you, but you're 30. Please stop walking around before I gotta confront you. And it'll look real bad because I'll be yelling at a guy with mental issues, but he's a Jedi cowboy Browning. Jedi cowboy. Ah, wow, wow, wow.
Is this full punk?
I started doing like a Bob Dylan thing.
I kind of like it.
That's pretty bad. I still get it.
Yeah.
Hey, next week we'll fucking be on this, and thanks guys for listening to this on YouTube. I'm gonna try to get all that put up I can in the next day or so, but we're on Flow Tech.
Hell yeah. Thank you, listeners.
Yeah, if anyone wants to be a guest too, and you're listening to this, and you haven't been on yet, just contact one of us, and I would really appreciate it, because I think we could use all the content we can get before we get
dude. Take any stories, anything, man. You know us. We just usually bullshit and fucking, do what we do.
If you know someone I think you might be a good fit too, just let us know.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that...
Yeah, this shit fucking sucks.
Other than that, this shit fucking sucks.
We're gonna get
guys.
canceled
This
so
is
fast.
low quality. We're canceled so fast.
I'm gonna start a fake Yelp review of this podcast.
You're gonna give us a bad review.
I'm gonna do fake reviews on Spotify. I'm gonna be like, I just don't like their style of comedy. I just don't like the way they make me not laugh. I don't agree with what they're saying, so I don't like it. I'm reporting you, and then I'm deporting you.
Just kill it. See you guys later.